Hello and welcome to a series of lectures we'll be giving to using brew variables to create your own recipes. This is just the introduction of the talk to get you ready, and the next videos will be posted as they are available. Before we continue, a few notes about the course. First, we will discuss what we will cover, which basically will be the variables and the methods around brewing of coffee. Who is our target audience? Well, basically anybody who's interested in making coffee the way they like it, without having to rely on personalized brew methods, which are all over the internet. Why another death by PowerPoint presentation? Well, basically it allows an easy collation of ideas, and I can ink when required, which will help me illustrate my points. First, let's talk about the basics of what you should know coming into the course, and that is dose, yield, and time. Dose is the amount of coffee actually added in, hopefully using a scale so you can measure this. The next is liquid out, or yield. That is the amount of liquid that ends up in the cup, not the total added, because coffee absorbs around about twice its weight. And the next thing is time, which basically is either measured from the beginning of the brew or from the first drop, depending on your approach. Worth knowing is what Jono from Rosetta coined the ABCD of coffee, where A stands for acidity, B stands for baked, or what I like to call the body of the coffee, or the mouthfeel. C stands for the caramelization of the coffees, and D is the deterioration of the flavors, which can result in bitterness. As the coffee is brewed, it will first brew the acidity, extract the acidity out of the coffee, then it will extract the baked goods out of the coffee, or the body, then the sweetness, and then as the brew continues, the brew will deteriorate until the finish of the brew. Deterioration can occur from too much time or too much liquid in. It all depends on the brew. What is important is this curve is different per coffee and as the coffee ages. This is the sweet spot that you want to try aim for, where you've got a good balance in acidity, baked, and caramels. What will we cover? This will be in detail in all the lessons. We will cover dose, yield, and time, and how to set it up in your brew. We'll then discuss the acidity, baked goods, caramels, and deteriorated goods in your brew, and how it will be applied to each of the variables. We'll discuss bloom and pre-fusion, water, the different prep types, and filtration. Although this will be a short lecture because it will basically just be a summary of the types of filtration. What do you need? Well, you'll need to have some coffee that you like and you know well. Just remember that for us, coffee is like wine. You need to have many different coffees in your life to be a fully satisfied coffee drinker. You need a brewing device, a grinder you can adjust, so this means not a blade grinder, and also you can't buy pre-ground coffees. It's got to be a grinder that you have control over so that you can adjust your brew. You will need a scale. Without a scale you cannot get consistency in your brew, so make sure you have one, and it needs to be accurate to 0.01 grams. Otherwise you will not be able to dose your coffee properly. There will also be some additional items required per lecture. We will cover those per lecture. So, are we ready? Do you want to continue? See you next time. Please comment below. We'll post the next video, hopefully within a week.